Good morning, it's Andrew Huang. I think I just felt a raindrop. I've gotten a few comments and messages recently asking where I get my motivation from, where I get my work ethic from, so I'm making this video today. I've got a three-pronged approach for you. I've been thinking about what it is that I do, and it's three prongs. The first thing is positivity. I find myself turning everything, whether it is positive or negative, into a positive. Because you have to choose how you're going to respond to anything, and I try not to let anything get me down. Every setback, every failure is an opportunity to grow. And of course, every success just spurs you on to do the next thing. Every positive you should use, every negative you should turn into a positive, and then use. Getting out of the rain for a bit. It looks like there's nobody in this laundromat, even though a bunch of machines are running, so great. The second thing I guess I would call logic. I try to apply logic in my work, which I feel like a lot of musicians don't do. They work on tracks and they just kind of dick around, and from what I've seen anyway, they get stuck and they're not sure where to go next, and I'm always trying to think of where to go next. Step to step to step to step, I just break everything down into the pieces that need to fit together and get to work. If you've got the drums down, move on to the bass. If you need a vocal part, either start writing lyrics or start trying out melodies. If you've tracked everything, start mixing it. If you've mixed everything, start mastering it. And another bigger picture way to apply logic is thinking about the fact that I have a dream. The dream is to create music. It's pretty simple. I want to create as much of it as possible. I want to create it in all different types of ways. I want to share it with as many people as possible. That's my dream. Why would I let anything stand in my way? That thought motivates me a lot. You get one life, time is always slipping away, and you gotta decide yourself what you're gonna do with it. That's definitely another big negative to positive I use. It's like, one day I'm gonna die, better get to work. The already positive version of that being, I'm alive, let's work. The third thing is the easiest for me, but I think probably the hardest for me to package into something for somebody else to be able to use, and that's just love. My huge love for music. Now, we all love music, of course. How could you not? You would have to be some kind of soulless monster. But here's the one advantage that I have. There are millions of talented musicians in the world. There are better guitar players than me. There are better producers than me. There are better singers than me, for sure. The one thing that I believe I have above everybody else is I just love music more. I'm constantly either listening to it, making it, thinking about it, talking about it, and I guess I'm going on record here talking about how I think I'm the person who loves music the most in the world, which I mean, first of all, I'm happy to be disproven. I would love to meet the person who loves music more than me. Secondly, how do you really quantify that? Here's what it is for me. Every morning I wake up and I'm excited to make some new music. Yesterday I had 4 hours sleep, woke up ready to make music, got in from a party at like 2 last night, still only got 4 hours of sleep, second night in a row, and I woke up excited to make music. I was actually really tired when I got up, but it was past 6 a.m. and I was like, that means I'm allowed to get up. It's not totally crazy to do this, to get up and make some music. And I'm not always like this, you know, I'll sleep 6 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, but it's like as soon as my eyes open, let's go, music time. And I've had that attitude for the majority of my life. Whatever work, family, school, social obligations I had, every spare moment went to music. All through high school, most of my classes, I would be jotting down lyrics in the margins of my notes. On break, I would go to the library and study poetry, Cummings, Leighton, Plath. At lunchtime, I would go home and make beats on my computer. I remember one year on my birthday, I was leaving school to go home for lunch, and one of my friends stopped me, and she was like, oh, no, don't go home. Like, you should stay, you should hang out with us. And I was like, no, I just want to go home, I want to make some music. Which I did. Probably made some super mediocre hip-hop beat in Fruity Loops 3, as it was called back then. And I came back to school with like 5 or 10 minutes before the next class started, and my friends were sitting in the lunchroom. They had a birthday cake there, and they had just been waiting for me to show up to celebrate my birthday, and I had gone home to make music. Oh, this light just turned off. I felt so bad. I felt really loved, and we enjoyed that cake, but I felt bad. Though I think part of the blame should go to my best friend in high school, Jen, who just didn't really like push me enough to experience the surprise they had planned for me. Like, she should have just been like, no, wait, before you go, come to the lunchroom. I gotta show you something. None of that. Come on. So this love that I've had for music has just compounded over time because I don't think I started out as some amazing musician. If you listen to my early work, you can see that for yourself. But that love drove me to keep working on it a ton. And that work drove me to improve a ton. And so if anything, I hope sharing this story of my musical journey with you helps grow the love that you have for music. I've been thinking about where this love comes from, what is its source, and that's the part I can't explain. Because I hear music, and whether it's top 40 garbage blasting out of someone's car or a little kid playing piano, it's beautiful to me. I feel like I'm gonna cry now. It's beautiful to me, and I can't explain it, and I don't know why you wouldn't love music this much. It's happening. I'm tearing up because I'm talking about how beautiful music is. Great! This isn't a daily occurrence, by the way. But yeah, for me, I couldn't hear these beautiful sounds and not pursue them for my whole life. That's the love I have for music. I think we all have it to some degree. I think you can grow it. I think you should grow it. This love for music is really what has like driven my entire life. The way I spend my time, my confidence, definitely my career. It's where a huge amount of my motivation comes from. You know, this morning I was up at 6 a.m. Excited, inspired to go out into the cold and wet of Canada and make this video for you guys. It's what keeps me coming up with new and original ideas, and it's what drives me to keep sharpening my skills. To the point where I know I can sit down in this cafe and make the music for this video.